Hi, I'm Mel. In
Okay, looks like they didn't get the internet right. Yeah, jump on, Dom, for a second. Here, let me.
2015,
Oh, there
I
we
bought
go. Never mind. I'm
What
out.
is
I'm out.
this? What is it doing? And is it going to keep doing it? And so here I am today. And one of my goals in the Bitcoin space has been to bring together Bitcoin culture because there's a lot of it. And you may notice that people are wearing Bitcoin shoes, Bitcoin t shirts, Bitcoin hats. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Sorry, everybody.
It's okay. Okay. Well, I had to find my place in this world, and I knew that Bitcoin culture was going to be a big part of that. And so I'm a big supporter of crypto cloaks and um, proof of ink and panties for Bitcoin and all of these businesses that try so hard to live by a Bitcoin ethos and really put themselves out there for the Bitcoin community. So the community is an important part of Bitcoin. It's not all tech. Okay. It's not all tech. And so you may see me this week or this weekend running around trying to take pictures of your feet if you're wearing really cool Bitcoin shoes, because I'm going to make a Bitcoin shoe report for this. And if you haven't seen me do that, please find me so I can take a picture of your shoes. So I do collect Bitcoin trading cards. I collect interesting things like handmade wallets, like the Kialara. They're like little. At one point, someone attempted to bring in this guy, Billy Bread. Billy Bread was a giant fail, all right? He didn't make it, so yellow wins. So I decided that coming to conferences was great and meeting people and learning from people. Like, this is the smartest group of people I've ever been a part of. I am so grateful and I am so lucky to have met just brilliance across the board in so many areas, whether it's mining, whether it's trading, whether it's just knowledge. um, it's there, and like I'm absorbing everything I can every minute that I'm here. So here's me on my way to BitBlockBoom. Here's me hanging out with my friend Hodl Tarantula in Las Vegas one year. Here's me at BitBlockBoom at the ladies' brunch, where for some reason I look like someone has stabbed me, or I don't know what's happening, but everyone around me is incredibly happy. And this was this is my first meme ever. Apparently people were using this as their profile pictures. So I was told to lean into it. So here I am, here it is, and amazing. Thank you very much. And then here is me and my friend Sally in Nashville. I just have to share this picture because it's so incredible. And if you know Sally, well, it makes perfect sense to you. Okay. Now I'm going to get to the heart of the spotted box that had my computer in it. I was an early eBay seller. I started selling on eBay in 1998. My computers were extremely important to me, and Gateway computers were my computer. I had a laptop. My very first laptop was a Gateway computer, and I had the Gateway desktop, and I was pretty dedicated to that. So little did I know that in 2001, San Diego, California, at Gateway Computers HQ, This guy is making my computer. He is part of the team that is putting together these computers at the time that 20 years down the line, Bitcoin is going to be a very important part of everyone's lives, not just us, but everyone. So this guy has come into the Bitcoin space after the experience of helping take Gateway public and being in the .com era space. And he once told me a story about meeting Steve Jobs at a conference a little bit like this one, where Steve Jobs was standing behind a 6-foot table and working his booth. He knew Michael Dell. He went to giant conferences in Las Vegas where
All right, guys, I don't know what is going on with this internet over here. So bear with us, bear with us. I thought they fixed the internet over there. Allegedly, the internet was fixed. So I'll keep popping in and hold on.
Old Man Yells.
Okay.
If you have not
I am
listened to
outta
any
here.
of his episodes of Old Man Yells, they are on YouTube. And you should listen to every single one of them. If you have not read Satoshi's Heel, which is an article he wrote for Bitcoin Magazine, you need to. If you don't know about the rabbits, the horses, and the elephants, you need to. If you don't understand the concentration of hash power in Bitcoin mining, he'll tell you all about that. He knows about mining pools. He understands all about companies going public. Okay, and in the Bitcoin world, that has a different, there's a different connotation there than in the regular world. Okay, because once you go public, there's a lot of obligation to your shareholders, not to Bitcoin. So it changes things a bit. Bob is the only person I know talking about what block space scarcity that is probably coming in the next 10 years. And the miner's trilemma. So if you don't know about any of these things, you can find either on the Old Man Yells podcast or on YouTube. And again, these articles are around. He's not afraid to look at a different side of Bitcoin. And he's not always going to tell you what you want to hear. And he's going to tell you things that might happen that are scary. And this is what we need, though. We need someone looking at all sides of this, because if some of these things were to happen, we've got to be ready to fix them. So this is why I believe Bob Burnett is one of the most important people in the Bitcoin space. And if you're not listening to him and you haven't listened to him yet, it's time. So I have a few minutes left. Yeah, I mean, it's an incredibly important experience to be here, which in Bitcoin we really didn't have. So I think that his presence is incredibly important, and every time he speaks, I listen. And I think it's important, and I've learned so much from him about so many different things. So not just about Bitcoin mining, not just about, but again, how companies go public and what that does. And just like being a part of the tech world since it really began. You know, he was there. And so I think that is fascinating.